was almost, but you had to be on a certain
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
You guys are forgetting the most
Yes.
fun
Look at
one.
Miss O'Neill.
Miss O'Neill's
Look at Miss
Remember?
O'Neill.
the dunk.
No, the one
Marshmallows.
I
We said that.
run.
Oh, you
and-
said
Oh, did
they
you say
said
that?
The
She
one
just
that
said
you
it.
dropped the hold out.
No.
She said she said it.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Marshmallow Man.
But there's also
Can anyone guess who's in charge of Marshmallow?
It's Elaine Evers. That's
we
memory
imagine
of
something
Nighting
like
too.
I
Going home
help
with
out every now and then
marshmallow
because I was
shoes.
bored. Almost.
Okay.
And it was,
We need a
it
lot
was
of help
like in
with
the
it.
shady spot too, so I'm like, yes.
it was really hot.
So Carnival Day has been, and when you were coming through Lila, do you remember what it was? How did you earn Carnival Day?
Oh gosh.
Oh, I know.
Go ahead, Macy.
Read $20.
25.
The 25 book goal.
But
It
even
was
like
on
our
the
leadership
books.
goals, we could do it with that even.
Hmm.
Like say you've been this much of a leader, do you deserve this?
No
So,
participation trophies over
over the
there.
last,
Right, she's
over the last couple years,
It's like,
the purpose of Carnival Day has somewhat changed because last year it was not. If you read the 25 books, you earn your ticket to Carnival Day. What we found, they don't have to listen to this, but what we found was it was not a real authentic ticket. You know, sometimes parents were saying, and I'm sorry to be blunt about this, okay, yes, you read your 25 books, go ahead to Carnival Day. And it's not something that we were super vigilant about. The whole idea of a 25 book goal is to inspire the love of reading. Many of our students don't need to have a 25 book goal. They love reading, and they read 125 books, a quarter. So we were trying to get away from that intention. Read 25 books, you earn your ticket to Carnival Day. It was more of do what you're supposed to do, work hard, and you'll be allowed to go to Carnival Day. And then that kind of turned into Leadership Day, and we're at that point now of do we continue with Carnival Day as it was? We now have Leadership Day, which is continuing to evolve. So we're at that point. Honestly, that's where we are right now. And I think some of our students heard that Carnival Day's over and we're not doing it, which has not been said. But I was presented today at dismissal time with some information, and I think that's why you're here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay? So it looks as though, I see some notes. It looks as though you may have some things that you have prepared.
some notes.
Some.
Okay?
We are here to say why we deserve Carnival Day. Leadership Day only celebrates the types of achievement, which are the ones we have made this year. And so we made this petition. We got 100, I think 17 people to sign it. I can't hold anything at this one. So we got some people to sign it, and and now.
You want to pass that around?
Maisie, it's no.
Yeah.
With Carnival Day, we get to celebrate everything we have done throughout our years at Nidec. As fifth graders, we have experienced many Carnival Days, but since it changed, us fifth graders are probably the most upset because we work hard every year to know that we achieved something and that we deserve something almost. And it was taken very quickly from us, so it was like a big change to us.
So what was taken?
Carnival Day, like knowing that you have a day to just relax with your friends, like
Oh, because it was an entire day.
Yeah, it used to be an entire day.
it
Okay.
used to be an entire day where we could just like be kids almost.
My brother Elijah went around the school and got over 100 kids to sign a petition to get Carnival Day back. Carnival Day is cherished by many Nidec Elementary School students, and it is wanted back to recognize our hard work. and this is our last year. So if Carnival Day gets taken away, then it would be like not the same as the end of every other year, and it would be our last time to get Carnival Day. Because in the other grades in middle school and high school, we wouldn't get Carnival Day. Does anybody have any commentary about what we said?
I would love to ask for all of us, maybe not all of us, to ask some questions. Because I'm really, first things first here, I am so proud of the four of you. I really
Oh,
am.
God, so prepared.
These are the leaders that should get these types of.
Tell us your thoughts.
No, pretty much.
No, seriously, I mean,
Mhm.
that's amazing. That's great.
Well,
I think they could put together a committee and.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I-
we were willing to. The fifth graders, me, Maisie, and Noah, we were thinking about it like when we were walking out, and we told Mr. Gottschalk we could get some of our friends that would be willing to help with Carnival Day, so that the other fifth graders could like have fun and stuff.
Like everyone in the school at that point.
Carnival
Like,
You're big name man.
I have not said no, son. Come on, Mrs. Mitchell.
They're giving it up for the greater good.
Go ahead.
Nice to be individual.
I feel like your mom cut you off. Rosie.
That's cute.
We broke her. We broke
but
Kelly.
like Elijah said, like I would honestly volunteer. Like I don't really care because as long as others have fun at that point, like I'd rather end others' year fun by like it helps me by like helping someone else to know that I was doing something.
And I will honestly say that that's probably the 50th time I've heard you say that and show that. So that's true. And I know that about you, Maisie, and with the Wassmers as well.
I'm impressed that you got Batman on here.
I know, I saw that.
Did you have to shine the light in the sky?
I saw that as well. There's even
I may need
forget
to
which
conduct an
one.
audit of these.
Which one was going with
That was the only
Flash?
Batman.
Sorry.
We did not see Batman.
Captain America?
This one kid at recess, I don't know his name. I asked him to sign it, and then he wrote Batman, and I was like, "Wait, your name's Batman?" And he was like, "Yeah, you didn't know that?"
I have a question.
I have a couple guesses of who
What's
that
his
might
name,
be.
Bruce? Yeah. I have a question. How was it for you guys going around asking for the signatures? Did you have to explain it over and over again? Did you have kids that just signed because they're like, oh, I can just sign my name? How did it go for you guys getting the petition?
Well, some kids, you could really tell which kids actually like cared about like their name, because your name is very important. Like, I could have been on the paper. Some kids didn't read it, and I could have been asking for $1,000, and they just wrote their name on it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I'd like
To,
just to draw attention to what they wrote. Petition to have a carnival day. We need to be able to go outside and have fun for Leadership Day or have a separate carnival day. Please sign if you agree. So I thought that was interesting.
So then my question is, how many kids read that? And did you explain it? And how did it feel going to ask for this? Like, I'm just curious what your guys' thinking was, because it's impressive that you
Most
got that many
people
signatures.
we
so.
explained it to. Others immediately knew because we told our entire class, and then we passed around the petition during class while still listening.
Cool.
with our teachers.
Yeah, like our
Well,
teachers
still
were
paying attention to
like,
instructions.
okay, yeah, because at
With
the moment
teacher
we
permission,
were
they might put
just
it on.
working like silently and stuff. So we had extra time at the end, so most of us started signing them.
Okay, cool.
And I told most of my classmates and my friends about it, and they started like spreading it around to other people.
Ah, so you had the power of the group helping you out.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
But I found that most of like the fourth graders, because we did have recess and we go like we have the same recess times as them. A lot of them they were responsible with it and asked like, what is this for? And some of them they just signed it. It was like,
Okay.
Like we tried to explain it to the people who just signed it. Like, are you actually just signing it? Like to be like, oh, I don't care about this, or are you actually caring about something that a lot of people want back, but you're just signing it because your friends are like, just sign it, just sign it.
Because it's not about just
It's not
doing
just,
something that you think is
Yeah.
cool, it's doing something that you really believe in and that you're passionate about.
And my mom, she used to say like, I just saying, okay, I understand, just get that person away and stop talking.
I've done that.
So they were like, okay, I'll just sign it so that
To get the expand.
just leave me alone.
Well, so let me ask you a very important
That's how
question.
she got new windows.
Do you think that most people signed these papers because they really believe that Carnival Day is important, or do you think they just signed it to get you away from standing in front of them?
I believe that, cause a lot of kids, we were cause some of the kids were like younger, so they didn't really understand. So we
Okay.
kind of had that on our side. We were like, cause if you were like, if you were in like second grade, and old kid walks up to you and is like, sign this paper and you'll get extra, you like be able to go outside and like have fun. But I believe that most of the fourth graders,
Mhm.
they were cautious about it and asked.
Good.
And
Okay.
most fourth graders and third graders know about Carnival Day, except for some of the newer kids from other schools.
Mhm.
So we had to like explain that to people because they were like, "What is this for?" Like most people who we asked to sign it, they were like, "Oh, well, what is this for?" Because
Okay. Well, what I love about this is, and you're in 5th grade and Lila's in 7th grade. You're probably seeing sometimes in life, and maybe you see adults do this. I know the adults around the table are going to agree with me. Sometimes people just want to complain. If they don't like something, they don't like a decision, they complain about it. Oh, this is terrible. Nobody likes us. Nobody respects what we want to do. And it's a complaint. You are taking action. You did something. All right, I would call that habit number 1, which is, and you were proactive and thought, okay, what can we do to make sure that Carnival Day, because it's not gone, but there is a chance that it could have been. And here's my second, actually I have a couple statements, guys. So sometimes when you do really good things and you're proactive and you make a presentation and you do an awesome job with it, sometimes the answer is yes. Sometimes the answer is no. And that's hard as you grow older and as you do things. I know I've presented some things and I've asked for different programs or asked for, with our Leader in Me program, for example, this is the first thing that came to my mind. I presented to a company and said, please help us, help support us financially, give us some money to pay for some things for our school. You know what they said? Nope. I was like, okay, well, next. And the teachers and I, we just kept moving forward with it. We kept doing it. But we did get an answer of no. So I'm not saying no, but I guess this is just why I'm so impressed with you right now, because you took action. I could name all of the habits, I think, right now that you're demonstrating all of them. So I'm really proud of you for that. In the hallway today, I talked about habit 4, thinking win-win. And I think we can make this work. I think we can come to an understanding to make this work. And I told you my side. I told the PAL board a little bit about this. My job as the principal is to make sure that during school time, you're learning. And I'd love, now that my boss is sitting next to me, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'd love to go outside and play all day long, every day. I really would. I like going outside, and I love when the weather's this nice. But the fact is, I have a job to do, and you have a job to do, to learn a lot. I need to protect that learning time. So I'd say that that's the other side of this, okay? Just so that you understand my thinking, that I want to go outside and celebrate all of your hard work, and I want to make sure that you're continuing to learn. So that is a little bit of a dilemma that I have and the teachers have with, okay, we want to do this, and then the next big important question, how can we make this work?
What I was thinking is that we could do the leadership day outside with like what we did for the pig race, all the grades out on the blacktop, and all like the teachers saying like, and all the people who are coming for leadership